Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and people who want to be called other things. Welcome to Consequences of Our Culture podcast, where we discuss various topics and issues through the lens of the creme de la creme, the best of the best. My name's Randall, and today we have
Stephanie.
Amber.
And today's topic is dating and dealing with crazy exes. Very important topic because a lot of people don't know when to get out. You know, they stay in this situation thinking a person will change and hoping, wishing like everything's good about this person except this one thing. And that one thing could be, they're a serial killer,
Yeah.
they stick up kid, they sell drugs and they go to jail frequently. Like these are like big issues that you're wasting your life with this person. So, without further ado, I could tell, like from my experience, I could say a majority of my serious relationships have been with crazy women. I can say that my past couple, there's a dog here. I can say that my past couple of wives, my last two, I've only been married twice. My two wives and my past few relationships have been.
Hold on, we're going to stop.
Is he mad or
I'm
something?
pretty sure he's
I don't know why he's barking. He doesn't
Okay.
bark.
It's
Okay.
a squirrel.
Yeah, it might be a squirrel.
Could be a squirrel family.
Yeah, probably wants to get at him.
Yeah.
He wish he had a squirrel family or dog.
He's
Just
like, great.
does what he
gonna
wants.
come get him.
He wants to be a part
He'll
of
go
it.
lay down.
Okay. Okay.
I just didn't want him sniffing on Amber too much because I know she's allergic. Go lay down.
I can handle hypoallergenic dogs. I don't know nothing about dogs. Is he out?
They make
No, he's not
hyper-
hypoallergenic.
dogs,
Definitely
like
not. Yeah, they do.
GML dogs.
You know they know how to breed everything.
Man, getting
The Labradoodles are
wild.
hypoallergenic because they don't shed and stuff. He sheds a whole lot. So,
Okay.
yeah.
See, look at us two being something on this wonderful subject.
Sorry for the interruption.
We can start over.
He's so comfortable.
Look, he's just chilling.
Yeah.
I should have just let him do that from the get-go, but I
He's
thought
just
he was
happy
going to
to
be
here.
all up on you.
Move it. All right, that's better. All right. All right. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, people who like to be identified as, other than ladies or gentlemen. Welcome to Consequences of Our Culture podcast. Here on this podcast, we set to explore different topics and issues through the lens of the creme de la creme. I'm talking the top shelf. Like, these individuals that are here with me are above average. You might think that you are doing good, that your kid's an artist or something, but I'm telling you, he's not. These people right here, top notch. My name's Randall. Today I have
They're children. Oh, shit.
going after the children. My name's Randall. Today I have
This is Stephanie. Thank you for that introduction.
Yes, and I'm Amber.
yes, and
It's real nice.
today's topic is crazy exes. And having a crazy ex,
Hi.
like a lot of people put themselves in situations to deal with people who seem all right. It's just that one thing, like they could be a serial killer, they could be a drug dealer, but we just can't seem to get away from them. And they have something about them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's a dog here.
Yeah, there's a dog. It's my dog, Kane. Kane, go lay down.
He's like, oh.
He likes you a lot.
Oh, poor
It's
baby.
because I don't get the patterns.
I have a 1-year-old German Shepherd.
'Cause you don't
and
get
he's
the
just,
patterns?
he's still learning.
I'm allergic, so I can't.
So-
Yeah,
don't-
Amber's
okay.
allergic and I feel bad. He's sniffing all in her face.
I know,
So
I love dogs, and that's just it's so sad.
That's sad. It's kind
It
of
really
like
is sad. Like,
it's kind of like
I should
being in
get a tax
prison.
credit or something.
You know,
Right.
it's
Like,
kind of
it's
not
like
fair.
there's a wall between
I'm
you
disabled, basically.
and what you want.
Yeah.
yeah,
I get
truly.
that. I get that.
Especially
Totally.
here in America. You know, white folks love their dogs.
Yeah, I
Oh,
like,
It's
do
just
they?
not right.
I
They
know.
love them more than us. But anyway,
Anyway.
we're talking about what crazy exes in relationships. I could tell you from my experience, a majority of the serious relationships I've had have been with crazy individuals. From like the 2 women I've been married to other serious relationships, and it took me a long time to realize that honestly that's what I've been like attracted to. That's what I've been looking for. Like that, I confuse like that anger and craziness with love, So enough about my situation. I don't want to get into mine just yet. Like, you guys have any experience with crazy exes? Or,
I mean,
got stalkers or, people
Except on
like...
purpose.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I do want to chime onto the statement that you said about crazy exes liking you. You liking them is a form of love. That's how you see it. I just want to go ahead and just point it out. This is not to say anything about anyone's parent, but this is just a fun fact for the people out there. Okay, so basically, for a man, the first woman they fall in love with is their mom. And for women, the first man they fall in love with is their dad. So basically, most of the time, based upon their actions, you will like people that are like them. Like, I like people that like my dad, and that nigga get on my fucking nerves. But he's a wonderful man to me, so there's that. So that might just explain it all within itself. But, yes. So, but Steph, I'll let you go ahead and take it away with your stories.
I mean, no, actually, I wanted you to continue with yours because I never really had any crazy exes. I mean, the most they've done that was crazy is just like they just keep coming back and then ghosting me. I did have one that would do that, and he still does. He contacts me probably a few times a year. And if I ever give in and start talking with him again and like, okay, maybe he's changed and, let's see. And
Yeah.
it'll last maybe a week, 2 weeks, and then he'll just disappear out of nowhere. He'll just ghost again. And he does that, and that's his pattern. But thank God I have been delivered from that man. And I have not responded to any of his messages in over a year. So I say that is, that's growth.
God has given you the strength.
Yes, to overcome.
Exactly.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
No, but yeah, that's the most I've had. I don't have any like crazy stories that I can think of. Like,
I have so many, I have to narrow it down and try to pick.
Damn.
Hey, that's the judgment-free zone.
I'm sorry. Shit, nigga.
Like, I had this one go away with his shit. Like, even years after he broke up, he still was popping up with some bullshit. So it just was like, motherfucker was always there with some shit. So I guess, that's a funny story. No. There was a incident where a bitch got sidekicked outside in the yard.
Sidekick.
Yeah, it
Like
was something
literally,
riff-raff
like,
going
kicked
on.
from the
But
side?
I was with my boyfriend, so this wasn't my incident. It was his friend and his baby mama. Like, I don't know what they had going on, but all of a sudden we all sitting on the couch chilling. All of a sudden a brick come through the window, and it's her ass throwing it through his window. He probably deserved it. He was kind of ain't shit. And so yeah, she threw a brick through the window, and she, poor thing, should have parked the car a little closer. And so all I know is everybody, we frazzled. We go outside, when he running after her, she running. I don't know what. It should have been in the movie. It just was like literally like this empty grass plain, and just I think the grass was just a beautiful green, just very well cut. And then all of a sudden, like she running and he running after her. All I know is the motherfucker like literally jumps up, fucking Chun-Li side kicks this bitch to the ground, and after she on the ground.
Whoa.
He just walks away. Like,
the
he's
dude's
like, great.
sidekick, the sidekick chick. Yo,
I'm just trying to imagine this like
the disrespect.
Like this
it was like it was really like sidekick in her bag, and she just, you know what I'm saying?
the fold up.
Yeah, it's like it's so and she on the ground.
Oh my gosh!
Walks away. I'm like, well.
She walks away?
Well, no,
he walks away.
Oh, he walks away.
So he kicks her and he just walks off.
He just walks out. He was like he just did a good job. He just was like, I'm just gonna go back in the house, sit down. I was like, I'm gonna leave y'all here to this. I'm gonna go.
Because I mean, he gonna sidekick you later.
That's what I'm saying.
So
like that was my man. That was his friend, and I was like, obviously they flocked together, and that nigga thought we all thought it was funny. But
that is insane.
But that's not the story that I was gonna tell.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like something out of a Tyler Perry movie.
Something like that could bring up charges on someone, trying to, keep them
No.
Good. Okay, cool.
I mean, I ain't gonna. The police already been notified.
Oh shit.
So.
Okay.
About the time that he was in the backyard, just hanging out, snooping around day after day. So the story that I'm gonna tell is about the situation where I had broke up with him. It was about a year we were broken up.
Right.
And he had this habit of, if he sees me, he's gonna U-turn and he's gonna chase me wherever I'm going. It's like the motherfucker didn't have work to do or nothing like that. He literally, no matter what, if he saw me, he was following me to my next destination. It didn't matter if it was my home, job. Granted, he got banned from 3 of my jobs. Just gonna put that out there. 1, 2, 3.
Damn.
And so I don't want to name them jobs because
Yeah.
But so there was a situation where my mom wanted some fried chicken. Okay. And so she liked her chicken fried and breaded inside the same location. So she was like, I want some fried chicken, but I want it real good. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to Wing Master over there on Fairview. That's a good side of town for fried chicken.
Man, like fucking I'm sorry, I'm segueing, but like when I go back to Colorado, and I was like, I ain't got no wing places. Like I'm telling you, like Wing Master and Fairview is what I'm thinking of. Like I had that shit for the first time in 10th grade, and that shit changed my whole life.
It's the best chicken. She said she wanted some good chicken, so I was like, okay, that's where I'm going. I'm getting her some chicken.
Yeah.
Because I'm sweet like that,
Okay.
So me and my boyfriend at the time, not the crazy one.
Okay.
Me and my boyfriend at the time, we lived together like we were full-blown relationship shit. So me and him went together to go get the chicken for her, and I saw my ex-boyfriend going the opposite way, okay? And I was on the way, and I was like, oh, fucking great. But, and then I was looking, I was like, I don't think he's following me this time. And he was like, I don't see him either, like my boyfriend, because he was in the passenger seat of my car. Mm-hmm. And we pull into the Wing Master. Now, the way it's set up, once you in line, you fucked, because we got that concrete wall. So you in there, you in it. Man. So I'm pulling in, and I'm like I'm almost fully in there. All of a sudden, his car comes, about to run into my shit. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So okay, you win. Go ahead. Go ahead. You first. And so,
take it.
Like,
leave, motherfucker, shit.
So he skirts in front of me, and then now we in line. Okay, so he literally puts his car in park, gets out the car. Can I talk to you? I'm just like, and when I see him get out the car, I was like, oh fuck, he's some shit. Fun fact: the day before that, he actually showed up at me and my boyfriend's house, and he knocked on the door there as well, talking about he want me back with that whoop. And so so he was pissed already. Right. And so, he ran him off that day or whatever. That's another time, story for another time. But yeah, so he was already on the edge, my boyfriend. And so as he's walking to the car, I'm like, oh, fuck. And then my boyfriend like, don't you even fucking look that way. I'm like this 10 and 2 in the motherfucking wheel. I ain't looking at shit. I'm just like, okay, I got 4 directions. You know, niggas said don't look. I'm not gonna look. 10 and 2, straight ahead. And so he, you know, asked to talk to me or whatever. I'm still 10 and 2. And then so he gets back to his car, goes back to his car, and he realizes like I'm not gonna say anything. I'm like, the motherfucker disrespectful. Like, let's be real about it.
Yeah.
Like that just was too much for no reason.
Yeah.
And so I was lucky for him to not break up with me, in all honesty, for all the bullshit. So I don't even know why he stuck around with all that nonsense. But anyway, he gets back into the car. We pull up to the window. I'm placing my order at this point. And he was like, the window down, this is my chance. So he gets back out of the car, walks back to my car to have a conversation with my boyfriend. I think the nigga teleported out of my car. He got out of the car so quick. And then like, this is him, my crazy ex, my boyfriend, and then the speaker box. And he going off on him. On top of the speaker box. And I know the people on the inside like, what the fuck is going on out there? And then all of a sudden I hear, I call police. And I'm like, shit, I'm in this fucking line. Ain't nothing I can really do about it. So, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you kind of stuck there.
Yeah, we stuck. And I'm just like, well, my mama gonna be mad as hell. I'll get this chicken. I went to all this. I'm still gonna get this damn chicken. So I'm placing my order like normal. Like, damn. And he was like, literally, when he was going on, he was like, get the fuck away from us. She don't fucking want you. Like, go away. And it's the whole time my boyfriend going off on him. He just silent, not saying a word. Not saying a word. Not saying a word. And so anyway, he gets back into the car. He pulls up to the window. Mind you, he did not place an order. Pays for my food. After he pays for my, that's what he does. Pays for my food, fine, whatever.
Your boyfriend.
No.
The crazy
The crazy ex.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
He pulls to the window, pays for the food, and then when and he gets out the car to let me know he paid for it. Because he was like, young nigga can't do it, but I can. I'm like, oh shit. So from then, I could have sworn I seen a bead of sweat form on my boyfriend's forehead, and he was ready to fuck that nigga up. So he got out of the car because my crazy ex popped the trunk. He popped the trunk. You know what I mean? Somebody about to die. Somebody. We don't know
The
who.
psycho popped the trunk.
The psycho popped the trunk.
Okay.
Psycho popped the trunk.
Got you.
Pops the trunk. My ex is out of the car. And then, like, so he snatches him up. And as he's, like, my crazy ex is reaching in the car, you know what this motherfucker grabs? Just, you ain't even gonna be able to guess this shit. The motherfucker grab, you know, the old
Wolf of all
school.
that.
No. Like, you won't be able to guess it. Like,
Okay,
just,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
the motherfucker grabs, you know, them old school flashlights that came in yellow, red, and blue, that real big at the handle.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is what was in his hand. So now, you can post more threat. Now I'm just mad. Cause what the fuck you was finna do with it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yo, so he went to the trunk to pick up a flashlight.
Not even a baton flashlight. Not the truck again. A large flashlight.
Okay.
Well, at least it was a large flashlight.
Like, what you gonna do? Ugh, get away from me. Like, what you gonna do?
Damn. Okay.
And so I'm still sitting at the car 10 and 2 because I was just so frazzled. And then now I don't know what they're fighting. Okay, so my boyfriend threw the first lick. So they fighting, and then guess what? They fighting and laying on the hood of my car, and they fighting on the hood of my shit. My windshield cracked, fucked up, and then my ex, I guess he hit him so hard the motherfucker threw up all over my fucking car. I got shit y'all fucking not. The motherfucker blew up on it. Like, it just was like,
What
I was going to get chicken.
on?
My goal was to get chicken.
And you ended up with throw up.
And then throw up on my
And a
car.
crack window.
And a cracked windshield.
Niggas. Damn.
What?
That.
And then at that point in time,
See
we
why I
was getting ready to come. And then my ex, now
What I
he
said about Montgomery.
had some things that he should have
No,
said. And he on the run.
it's-
I had to go pick up. My ex, he run away because, you know, the police coming. So we hear the sirens and shit. He panicking. So he run. I had to go find him at the Piggly Wiggly.
Damn.
Oh my God. It was just so much going on that day. I bought him some cigarettes so he can calm down. And I don't never buy that man cigarettes. I was against him smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
I bought him some cigarettes.
Cigarettes not good. So before the cycle was
my
your
mom
ex.
did receive her chicken. Moral of the story is my mama got her chicken.
Okay, that's good.
That's a blessing.
I'm glad mom got her chicken.
Mom got her chicken.
Before you got to him being crazy, how was he like in the relationship? Were there signs?
So,
Yeah.
Were there any red flags or anything?
I mean, when I look back on it, I should have known. But everything that like I needed a guy to do, he did. Like we lived together, paid all the bills. He did the cooking and the cleaning. Like I literally was just there. Like I didn't have to do anything.
That should have been your red flag.
That should have been a red flag.
That should have been her red flag.
This is weird.
Yeah, like,
Because
why
what
would
Man
is
can't
gonna-
be good. What the
No,
fuck?
I'm not talking about being good. But what
No.
man is gonna go to work and come home, cook and clean, and you
Yeah.
just sit there and he pay all the bills? Clearly,
Like, I
he's
was
got
in
some
school,
attachment
and I worked
issues of some
part-time.
sort. Like he's got some
Okay.
type of
Okay.
separation anxiety
Okay.
that he didn't want you to leave. He's like,
Yeah, he
I'm gonna be
didn't
the
want me to leave.
best boyfriend ever. She can't leave. I'm gonna take her down good. I'm gonna make sure I'm assuming he did that.
I mean,
I
as
just-
a little bit older, could have been better. But I was young, I was 19. I didn't know what
you
good
don't-
dick was
you
out
don't
there
really
yet.
know. You don't know nothing back then.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, he's like, gotta make sure I do everything right. So then she won't leave, and that's what it was. That was your red flag.
And they just switched up out of nowhere. Like, I mean, it was partially my fault because I had got a full-time job and still kept my part-time job. So I was working about 80-hour weeks.
What was your fault?
My
It's
full-time
not your
job,
fault.
Yeah, you can't say that's your fault. What's your
I
fault?
wasn't at home as much. He didn't know what I was doing as often. He didn't like the fact that I was working as much.
Still not your
And
fault.
Yeah,
then
it's not.
the soon-to-be boyfriend that I was dating, I worked with him.
Okay.
So that's what it was. And now the guy I dated, I've known him since I was 11.
We're talking about the cycle or the...
Not the psycho.
All right.
The guy that I was dating.
Right.
The guy that I
Got the
was dating.
chicken spot when you went to get the chicken.
When I went to get the chicken.
The guy got warrants. Warrant master.
Yeah.
Warrant master and cycle. Gotcha.
Yeah. And so we had always been friends. And then that's all it was though. And he thought something more was going on. And at that point in time, I was in a relationship and I'm not that kind of person. So no, it really wasn't. But he did help me get the job because he put in a word for me.
Okay.
So I was working at a factory. And so he put in the word for me to work at that factory under that whatever subsidiary. And that subsidiary is not anywhere online. I had to pay back taxes on it. I don't think it was legal. And we
Okay.
just to run that back.
Okay.
But because they didn't tax me or anything like that. So yeah, I had to pay that back later, but whatever. But yeah, so it wasn't. That's that situation. Anyways, I was working there, and I was like, hey, and he didn't have a car, so I would give him a ride home. But it's not like I was like, I'm finna get this nigga a ride home and not let my boyfriend know. So psycho boyfriend, I let him know. He knew what time I got off, all those things. It's not like I'm leaving early. Like it's a factory. It's a very exact time.
Yeah.
Right.
And so one day he had left his wallet in my car. Oh my God, he got so upset and thought we had something going on and literally put me out. Packed up all my shit and put it outside. Swore that we had something going on. We did not. And that's how the relationship ended. He went from
So
like-
so he kicked you out
he kicked me out.
and started stalking you.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's weird.
He got rid of
that
me.
is. That's kind of backwards.
Yeah. That's like.
Yeah. This is a very interesting story, but we'll continue that story. And I'll even throw mine in, or a few of mine, or we'll see what happens after this, short break. Welcome back, everyone. We're all back here. We took a nice little break. And we were speaking on crazy exes. Amber was sharing her story about her psycho ex-boyfriend and the problems, the signs that she could or couldn't see, or how it interacted with her next relationship.
I mean, that basically was the whole story about him, chasing me down. Anytime he see me, the nigga will U-turn. As if he ain't got no job and no shit to go to. He banned 3 of my jobs because he just had a problem with showing up and kind of hanging out outside and kind of driving around the parking lot in circles. So I did have to call the police on him and file a protection order. They wouldn't let me file a restraining order because their exact words when I went to the police department were, at that point in time, I had a black eye, all that shit, and they wouldn't let me file a restraining order. They said the most I could do is file a protection order. The lady was like, I can't do anything for you because you broke up with him more than 8 months ago. That's what she told me, and I couldn't do anything. And I had other people with me, so it's not like I was alone. So they heard it too. So I'm like, okay.
Wow.
And so I had to literally go around trying to figure out what to do because he put his hands on me. We weren't living together, but he did put his hands on me after we broke up in the Walmart parking lot, and there are multiple witnesses.
Wow.
So, I was going there to get garlic bread. I was supposed to be going to Brittany's house. I was going to Brittany's house.
Don't be putting that name out. But
They don't know which.
It's a very common name.
Yeah, it is a common ass name.
Yeah, I was going to her house because she was cooking spaghetti, so I was buying garlic bread. And when I went in there, he had saw me, and then so it just turned into some shit in the parking lot.
I hate you had to go through that.
Yeah, I am sorry that you had
horrible.
to deal with that.
Yeah. My boyfriend was so mad when he seen my eye. He said, what the fuck? You supposed to go have dinner. I'm like, well, this is what happened.
Yeah, no,
he was at work, so I didn't want to,
What a lesser man to hit a woman too. That's very sad. But, I can share my experience with, crazy individuals. And, honestly, for a long time, it's what I not necessarily subliminally look for. Okay, like I liked, the rah and when to see them upset and stuff like that, and thinking that it's normal and okay for a person to get upset, that easily was a fault of my own. But
it translates to care. Like when someone's angry with
yeah, that's exactly that's what
they're concerned about me. That's
exactly that's what I was looking for. It's like if they're just passionate about me, stuff like that or not. But it's led me to a life of stress. Honestly, I've been stressed out these past 13, 14 years. It took a toll on me. It's a wonder I'm not balding or my hair's not gray. Honestly.
And can I just segue really quick that I feel like for me it's opposite. Like for y'all, when people are acting that way, it's like, oh, okay, this person cares. For me, someone that's more nonchalant shows. That's how I feel like. I prefer that.
Someone more nonchalant.
It's like I kind of.
Is that how your household was when you grew up?
Maybe it wasn't a whole
lot of
calm.
Like love is technically calm.
For me it's like that's what I'm more drawn to is someone that's more not nonchalant in the way that I can't tell what they're feeling or whatever, but when they're just more chill about it, more subdued about showing their affection for me versus if they want to if they call me all the time and I just told you, oh, I'm going to be working on a podcast, so I'll hit you up when we get done. And it's 30 minutes later, you working on that podcast, how's it going? What's, y'all having fun? It's leave me alone. I told you I'm working on a podcast. It's going to take longer than 30 minutes. Can you go,
respect what I'm doing.
Yeah, go do your own thing, wanting to talk every minute of the day, it's just, I don't know. There's got to be I don't like that. In the beginning stages,
wow.
once we have established something and we are together, then that's different. Because I don't mind. I call them all the time too. I'll call my boyfriend whenever I get a boyfriend. I'll call him, all day, whatever, But it's been a couple of days and you already on me and wanting to know everything. Every 30 minutes you want to know what I'm doing. it freaks me out. It's like, for me, that's a red flag, and like it makes me like, I don't.
Cause like, what the fuck
makes
are
me
you doing
pull
before
back.
me?
Yeah, because I'm like, what were you
Nothing?
doing? Yeah, it's like, why? It's been 2 days. Why do you need? Why are you so pressed? You know. So
Yeah, that definitely though. Like now being older, like I could see that as a red flag. You know, back then I was young. It's like, yeah, it's cute. Oh, thank you and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like now it's kind of like, yo, you okay? You wildin', you know,
Right,
like
so
stuff like that. And that's a very important feature that I feel like especially women need to have. Being able to identify like, you know, the red flags. Like if someone's like too like, what's the word I'm looking for? Too cuddly or
yeah, like very
Like-
Overly affectionate?
attached, like too attached in the
attached.
Attachment
That's
disorder.
a good. That's a good. Yeah, that's attachment. Yeah, if someone like has too much attachment, especially too early in the relationship, that could be a sign that like, you know, that's attachment is going to turn into like a need, and that need is going to get you followed. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
They call it love bombing now.
love bombing.
That's like the
Damn,
new
I'm
buzzword. Is
Yeah.
that like when somebody like in the first few days they're just like really like on you and just like, I like you so much, like I think you could be the one, and you know, just like, you know, it's just that's usually
Yeah.
a bad sign.
Yeah, it's scary.
Like,
It's
yeah.
like, why are you're not attached to me, you're attached to the idea of relationship.
Yes, the idea of me, because you don't
Yeah.
know who I am after one day.
Exactly.
You know, I understand there's moments of like where you know you really fall for someone, you like them like almost, you know, right off the bat. That's happened to me before. I get it, but it, you know, but I also don't just let them know that. Like, kind of keep that to myself. Like,
Yeah.
and tell my girlfriends, like, girl, I think he could be the one. I think he might be it. Like, something about him, you know. But I'm not gonna tell him that. Like, be chill. Like,
Yeah, and you know, especially like and then a lot of women like being like pulled up on, and that's unhealthy. Like, well,
Yeah.
when a person like, you know, just pops up and is like
Yeah,
watching you and
surprises
shit,
them.
that you know, stuff like, you know, there's a serious number of red flags. I'm pretty sure you can figure it out. So, but after you like you're in the relationship and you start to know, and like let's say like something happens to a friend and it wakes you up and you start to notice those red flags, it's important to, you know, start putting, you know, start connecting the dots and getting ready to leave. And honestly, I can say like leaving is like really hard. I'm not gonna say it's easy. Like recognizing that, you know, a person isn't right or isn't gonna change or things of that nature, it could be like very hard to like leave that individual because you don't know what else is out there. But you know, you have to be mindful of your safety. That should be like
Yeah.
your priority. Like, yeah, he loves you, but like, you know, he might be crazy. He might kill you in the long run. And I have, you know, lost a friend, you know, to, you know, that type of situation. So I just like for everyone to, you know, look for these things and recognize these things.
yeah.
And that is
Yeah, no crazy people. Even if it turns you on, you can't have them.
turns you on.
Even if that's all you heard, of course.
That-
No crazy people. Even if it turns you on, it does something to you. Take a moment to like digest why you like that. Like, go to some therapy.
Right.
It's very healthy. Black people,
Right.
give it a try. Learn who
Absolutely.
you are.
Therapy.
Then you can
Figure
know
out
who you
what-
like.
Yeah.
I've
Figure
said
out
it.
why within yourself this
Right.
is something that you're attracted to, and
Yeah.
that you feel like this is that you can't leave because you don't want to go back to just being by yourself. So it's like, you know what, this is better than nothing. Having this person that's just off their rocker is better than nothing.
Right,
You
be
know,
alone.
so
It's okay. Rediscover
figure
yourself.
out what that
We
is.
we turn to new people every few years.
Yeah.
We have different likes
No,
and dislikes.
yeah,
and those
we-
things change,
Yeah. You.
Yeah.
and it's okay. Even for people that are in relationships, you could become new people too. That doesn't mean you're growing apart. You know, just means you got to learn each other in a different way. It's kind of fun. So
Yep, and I feel like that about does it for this one. Like, yeah, we're pretty good. But what you said about therapy, and yeah, therapy is important. I know I harped on this before, but therapy is something that a lot of people take for granted, and it's something that should be done like not on like a super regular basis if you feel good about yourself, but you should at least do it. I feel like it's like an oil change, and
Yeah.
it's very important to recognize things about yourself. I didn't recognize that, I was attracted to crazy women. Even after like the broken windows, like the broken phones, like the assaults, I didn't recognize these things till I was 30, you know? And by then, like, my life was in shambles. So it's important to like get a move on and recognize things about yourself before you're in any type of serious relationship. And
Yeah, and procreate kids. Because now, it's not just about you. It's about the family that you create. And and they might have some type of separation anxiety for the rest of their lives based upon your decisions. So
yeah, that's
it's fair to think about other people too.
Well, that about does it for this episode. We thank you guys for coming. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube, and we're on Spotify, Google Podcasts, all the other major podcast services. So watch all our shit. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Tell your friends about it and the bitches you don't like.
Yeah, everyone.
All of them.
Hit the notification bell.
Yeah, tell your boss about it. Tell your mom about it. Tell your daddy.
Yeah.
Tell your baby daddy
They
about it.
just play that shit in the background. You ain't gotta listen. Just play that shit and go cook a sandwich.
I mean, while you riding to
Whatever.
work, you feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Subway.
y'all just please go follow us.
Yeah, more or less is what we're saying.
All right, I'm Randall.
I'm Stephanie.
I'm Amber.
And
We're picking back up on crazy exes.
yeah, and we're also gonna just say like how you need to look for some of these signs, and it's okay to like drop you forward, all that helpful advice about that shit. Excuse me.
The crazy part is we always see the reds. Like this. We just be like,
You do.
it's okay.
You see them, yeah, you just
Every time.
Every time. Did I hit that really quick? Damn,
I think I like some of them red flags, so I'm gonna fuck it no. It's kind of ridiculous.
It's got numbers at the bottom moving.
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
My mama told me to find a nerd, and I've been trying to like them lately.
Your mom told you to find a nerd. Step, make it back. Round and round. Sing it back. Yeah, barely. Scoot over just a little. Hey, there you go. You should. Can you sit back? Comfortable?
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, she's good. Let me see you do the left side. Now he's in jail. All right, so.
I was nowhere near this spot last time.
Okay. Probably fucked up.
I had a good story too.
You can tell it? All right.
I can hear it dry.
I'll tell the same one or a new one.
You letting them out? Oh, you're talking about the dryer. Oh.
Sorry, they won't be able to do them to me now. Get back.
Get back
Here, Mom,
into
I wanna
the
love.
place to be.
He makes me feel so bad when I yell at him because he does that every time.
I wanna be
Puts his head down and acts like I just hurt his little feelings.
faithful and true. I wanna
Okay.
be. Can you put on 25? Love. Oh, you don't have it? I'll just do my spend
I don't know where my phone is.
with you.
What did I do with it?
I wanna be loved.
So you about to like, what's happening? So you singing for this segment or what's
Yeah,
up?
I'm singing. I'm gonna actually put this out and be like, hey, you know, they'll be like, oh, he sings.
About
Like,
my
let's-
soundtrack.
No, it's not. Like, you want people to listen to the podcast
Okay.
and be like, turn off.
What the fuck is this shit? Bullshit. All right.